How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my journey through Star Trek, the original series. And we're now on to Season 2, Episode 13, Obsession. And guys, like most episodes, there'll be a full uncut reaction to this episode as well, and that'll be on my Patreon page, and the link will be in the description. If you'd like to become a patron, different tiers of different perks, you can check that out for all the different information. Or you can also become a channel member as well. I've recently set that up. I have some episodes of Gunsmoke that are now going to be exclusive to that, to the channel membership, and also Patreon. So if you'd like to support the channel further, that would be fantastic. But with that, we will watch Season 2, Episode 13, Obsession.
20 times as hard as diamond.
21.4 times as hard, to be exact.
Thank you for the specifics.
Acknowledged, Captain. You'll send a vessel fast enough for this ridge you find.
We won't be able to break it, Captain.
Leslie. Did you smell that?
It was that stuff emanating a minute
A
ago.
sweet odor like honey. Years ago.
Or no, maybe
On
it's a
another
memory.
planet. A thing with an odor like that. Take your men. Make a swing around our perimeter. Scan for dichloronium in the atmosphere. The last time I caught an odor like that was 11 years ago.
Did something happen? Like a significant thing? Oh god, 3 red shirts. I just realized. There it is, yeah. Emanating again.
Keeps changing itself into something different.
How do you defend against something like that?
Kirk here.
I was the fool to think one of the red shirts would survive.
And you'll find every red corpuscle gone from their body.
That thing that happened 11 years ago, Kirk, was it similar to this? Or...
You think you know what it was, Captain?
Something that can't possibly exist.
You're an obsession, and my obsession.
Rendezvous with us in less than 7 hours.
Then you'll inform them that we might be a little late.
The Yorktown ship surgeon will want to know how late. Those vaccines he's transferring to us are highly perishable.
Oh, okay.
Spock again. Clinical supplies are badly needed on planet Theta 7. They are expecting us to get them there on time.
We are remaining in orbit until I find out more about those deaths on my responsibility. I might cost lives on Theta 7. Kirk out.
Ooh. It's like, I kind of get what he's saying, but they're dead. Those people aren't dead yet. You have a chance to save them.
Happen is medically impossible.
I suggest you look at the record tapes. You'll find the USS Farragut lists casualties 11 years ago from exactly the same impossible
This is
cause.
what he was talking about.
Can you bring Ensign Rizzo to consciousness for a moment?
Give me 1 cc of Cortisine, nurse.
Yes, sir.
She wasn't keen on that idea.
An odor of any kind. Yes. Yes. A smell. Strange smell.
It was trying to draw strength from us.
He's already told me what I wanted to know.
So now can Jim relay the info?
This creature.
I have scanned for that element, Captain. There is no trace of dichloronium on the planet's surface or in the atmosphere.
What's this?
Was your father?
Yes, sir, he was, but I don't expect any special treatment on that account.
What, 11 years ago? Is that what, 11 years ago, maybe? He crew member that he lost in?
On Ensign Rizzo. He's dead, sir.
You knew Rizzo?
Yes, sir, we were good friends.
You'll get a crack at what killed him. Interested?
Yes, I am, sir.
I want 4 men armed with phaser 2 set for disruptor attack.
This is an interesting episode. I'm loving kind of this determination and passion from Kirk that he, for, oh god, more red shirts. There's 3 at the moment, the fatality count.
Spock was right. Notice the molecular shift? Take 2 men, circle around to the left. I'll take the other 2 and go the other way.
Oh, shit. Fire.
Gareth, did you?
5 fatality count. Okay, now Kirk is thirst for revenge now. That's 5 he's lost.
One of the men in critical condition. The other is dead.
It's an interesting situation with them having to get the vaccines to save other lives.
Did you say it hovered?
Yes, sir.
You did fire at it, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I did. About 20 yards, sir.
You fired at a large, hovering target at that distance and missed?
Well, I didn't fire while I was hovering, sir.
You mean you froze?
Exactly, freeze.
Well, what exactly were you doing?
For a second.
And that cost you potentially the lives of 2 fellow crewmen.
I only hesitated for a moment, sir.
Ensign, you're relieved of all duties
Oh,
and confined to quarters until further notice.
Yes, sir.
fucking hell.
We'll be ready to leave orbit in under half an hour.
Not leaving orbit, Mr. Scott. Not that quickly.
The medicine for Theta 7 colony is not only needed desperately, it has a limited
I'm
stability.
aware of the situation and tired of my senior officers conspiring against me. Forgive me. Perhaps I shouldn't have used the word conspire.
Perhaps I shouldn't. God.
We've run a full scanner probe twice.
Then run it 20 times if that's what it takes.
Need your advice.
I'm gonna...
Then I need a drink.
I do not understand your reasoning. I require an opinion. There are many aspects of human irrationality I do not yet comprehend. Obsession, for one.
Hence, title.
On one idea.
Jim and his creature.
Precisely. In brief, Doctor, nearly half the crew and the captain were annihilated. The captain's name was Garavik.
Same as our ensign.
His father.
As I figured earlier with Kirk talking. I wonder why he didn't tell them more of this. I guess because they'd figured that it was strictly... He was just looking for revenge and no more. Do you want to put more of them in danger, James, is the question.
Made a rational decision. Am I letting the horrors of the past distort my judgment?
When a young officer is exposed to unknown dangers for the first time, he's under tremendous emotional stress. Speaking of Lieutenant James T. Kirk of the Starship Farragut. 11 years ago, you were the young officer at a phaser station when something attacked. Young Lieutenant Kirk insisted upon blaming himself.
Because I delayed in firing it.
You had a normal
Like the ensign.
firing for a grand total of perhaps 2 seconds.
Don't you understand? It killed 200 crewmen. I'd killed that thing if I had fired soon enough the first time.
You don't know that, Jim. I'm preparing a medical log entry on my estimation of the physical and emotional condition of a starship captain.
I think he's well within his rights to do that now.
Which requires a witness of command grade.
Do I take it, Doctor? Commander? That both of you, or either of you, be unfit or incapacitated?
Correctly phrased, Captain, as recommended in the manual.
I'm convinced that this is the same creature that attacked the Farragut 11 years ago.
Creature, Captain.
My report is on the tapes.
It may be true, but those people are dead. These people are not dead, as I want to reiterate. I think... I'm here.
I could feel the intelligence of the thing. I could sense it thinking, planning. Wouldn't you call it deadly?
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
What if it is the same creature that attacked 11 years ago?
Whatever it is, Captain. Leaving the planet's surface, heading into space.
All decks, red alert. Red alert. Prepare to leave orbit.
I guess log entries anywhere else among the Federation of this creature.
We are barely closing on it, Captain. We could be pursuing it for days.
If necessary.
Wow. You're going to have to stop him at some point. He's going too far with it.
Data, Captain. It seems to be in a borderline state between matter and energy. Elements of both.
Do it! If we keep this speed, we'll blow up any minute now.
Come on. Someone's got to get ejected. He's putting the whole crew at risk. Explode Impulse.
Go to warp 6.
He looks a little bit like Captain Pike, doesn't he? Jeffrey Hunter. He wants them to come close. Or lure him in.
Captain, request permission to return to my post.
Locked on target.
He will. Because he'll see himself in the guy. And Kirk would have wanted to be able to come back on duty.
It's coming, sir.
Can it do damage to the ship itself?
Deflectors up! Report. When it entered Impulse Engine number 2's vent, it attacked 2 crewmen, then got into the ventilating system and...
One man has a chance for survival. The other is dead. You can add that little price tag to your monster hunt. It's not enough. You didn't care what happened as long as you could hang your trophy on the wall. Well, it's not on it, Captain. It's...
I fully agree with what he said, but McCoy is right.
The creature is now after us. It turned and attacked, Doctor. Its method was well considered and intelligent.
Chose to turn and attack here. Why?
Impossible to tell, Captain, until I can make a closer survey of the creature.
I'm sorry, Jim. I was wrong.
Well, to a point, yes.
To throw itself out of time sync makes it possible for it to be elsewhere in the instant the phaser hits. If you had fired on time and on target 11 years ago, it would have made no more difference than it. Captain Garabik would still be dead. The fault was not yours, Jim. There was no fault.
If you want to play analyst, Spock, use someone else, not me. My concern is with the ship and the crew.
Help you understand that weight and responsibility and blame you're putting on yourself for 11 years is not warranted. And it's the same for that ensign now as well.
That the hesitation for which you are blaming yourself is an hereditary trait of your species. I simply would like you to accept the fact that your reaction has its basis in a physiological...
Sir, it's coming through the vent.
Get out of here! I'll take this limit off.
What are you doing, Spock?
Security, hold it. Tricorder.
Jim, Spock may be dying.
If we let that thing into the ship, you'll have a lot of company.
I should be lying dead in there, not him.
Fortunately, neither of us is dead, Ensign.
It's that green blood of his.
My hemoglobin is based on copper, not iron.
I'll bet he left a bad taste in the creature's mouth.
Colloquially expressed, but essentially correct.
Yes. What was your impression of the battle?
I don't understand, sir.
I'm asking for your military appraisal.
Ineffective, Captain. I realize, Captain, you did everything you could do. I know that.
Ensign, what is your appraisal of your conduct on the planet?
I delayed firing.
And firing? No difference, Ensign.
Doing now what Spock did with him, even though he told Spock not to do it to him. It's a nice parallel between the two characters. I wouldn't mind if this guy became a regular. I like this character.
That's the location of its attack on the USS Farragut 11 years ago. Something in my mind said home.
And do you know where home is, Captain?
Yes, I think I do. You don't agree with Mr. Spock?
It's the time factor that bothers me. Those drugs are perishable.
I'd say there isn't much time left now anyway. They've given up so much time.
Thousands.
Antimatter seems our only possibility.
An ounce should be sufficient. We can... If our vessel is in orbit and encounters those shockwaves...
A chance we'll have to take, Mr. Spock.
Also, we
I knew he was going to take that chance.
Will operate. We'll require 2 men to transport the antimatter unit.
I'd like permission to go with you, sir.
I had you in mind, Mr. Garabik.
Less than 1 ounce of antimatter here. It's more powerful than 10,000 cobalt bombs.
I just love the name Antimatter.
Captain, look.
Should they have worn some kind of protective gear, maybe? I suppose there was nothing really that could prevent it.
Sir, that thing only feeds on blood.
Gareth, get back to the ship.
Captain, you're not going to be the bait.
So get back to the ship.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna do that. Okay, lads, this is...
Send yourself a report. This is no time for heroics. Spock.
Spock here.
And lock onto us. It's going to be close.
There's a Jaws feel about it. Now.
Now, energize and detonate.
Shite. That was close.
Reset. Cross-circuiting to B.
Crazy way to travel, spreading a man's molecules all over the universe.
Jesus.
It was my cross-circuiting to B that recovered them.
Well then, thank pitchforks and pointed ears.
Fair statement, Bones. Now that the creature is dead, let's save some lives. We'll deliver your medicine. Bridge, this is Kirk. I'd like to talk to you about your father. Several.
Thank you, sir. I would.
I think I would have played it more like, thank you, sir. I would. You know, a little more refined kind of. Okay, that was Obsession, and I thought this was a fantastic episode of Star Trek. Absolute huge, vastly huge improvement over last week. I wasn't too keen on Deadly Years, but Obsession, this is, I think, one of the best episodes I've seen of the series. Really, really good stuff. And the fact that we have Kirk, the incident that happened 11 years ago, and this drives his determination in him. Obviously, as well, losing the crew members in this episode as well is a huge part of it too. But the fact that this happened 11 years ago, it creates a great backstory. It was just so well done. Really, really enjoyed it. And then the parallel between him and the ensign whose father was part of that crew. I thought this was just brilliant, brilliant stuff. And also kind of, you throw in the aspect of those vaccines that they need to get because they're perishable. And is Kirk doing the right thing here? Because it's vengeance he's after. And I think in a lot of ways he wasn't. But I liked it that they did that. Like, he's the hero, he's the protagonist, the main protagonist. Yet you can say he did the wrong thing here, you know. He was not thinking about these lives that he could save. He was thinking about vengeance and getting back at this thing. And the thing itself, the fact that like it's faceless and voiceless, yet you really do. They do a great job of presenting this really significant threat and enemy, this intimidating component, you know. So I think just everything about this episode was done so well. Yeah, I can't praise it enough. I think this is arguably the best episode I've seen of the whole series. Definitely in the top 10 without doubt that I've seen. I just thought it was a super, super good episode. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on Obsession. Did you enjoy it the same way I did? And what would you think of Kirk's actions in this episode? Was he right? Was he wrong? Did you agree more with Bones? You know, and your thoughts on the monster, the creature as well. I would love to hear your feedback on this episode. But until next time, guys, Slongful.